So to kick things off, let me ask you, how did you approach bringing the character Charming to life in the Sisters Grimm? What aspects of him did you find most compelling or fun to explore?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think one of the things that I found when it came to playing Charming was I had a lot of preconceptions and thoughts of how to kind of approach this character, and I remember really kind of actively going like, okay, cool, come in with these thoughts, but then throw it away because. I think to kind of respect the writing and respect the kind of the vision of what the creative team have brought and built, you have to kind of come in as a blank slate. And look, we all know who Prince Charming is. We've seen them in so many animated movies and books and however we feel. So for me, it was really important to just kind of come in as a blank slate and be like, right, what are the words telling me? What are the words kind of sharing with me? Um, and kind of building from there, also with the great direction as a whole. So that was a big thing that really was a sort of like an approach that I took to it. However, the aspects when it came to reading, what this character was and who they were and where they were coming from, the real enticing aspect of them was their vulnerability, was their sense of uh again who they are and what they represent. They know who they are and what they represent, and having to live up to that standard, that responsibility, was really interesting and fascinating to play, and kind of that dynamic of knowing what you bring to the characters that you talk to the people that that you engage with. So yeah, that was really interesting to play because I think a lot of the charmings that you see, they're Prince Charming by name, never necessarily by title. Whereas this is your name and title, So I think that was what was really cool.
Now, the Sisters Grimm blends fantasy, as you know, it blends fantasy, adventure, and these heartfelt family dynamics, right? So, how do you feel your character contributes to the story's central themes?
I think again there is one of I speak about vulnerability a lot, but it's so important too because I think especially within family dynamics that we always have faces, and we always try to present ourselves in a specific way or in a way of control, especially when it comes to family because you can't really hide from family. So you almost are trying to you're almost working extra hard to hide yourself. And I think the thing that Charming brings to this world, especially with this, the responsibility of sort of taking charge and being in charge, is a sense of um having to 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 look like you have everything under control and you know what you're doing. And I think like that is something that is, it goes beyond even just on a sort of like a political or city sort of space. It's even like in a family state of like being the father or being the man of the house or that kind of thing, being the breadwinner or whatever you want to call it. I think that responsibility, that factor and the pressures of that and what you place upon yourselves can be so high that he kind of brings that shade into it in the sense of like it's okay to not know what the hell is going on or what you're doing, and I think like that's what's really cool about it. It's all about teamwork rather than necessarily being like I'm the leader and I know the answers, the right answers to these questions, which I think is a thing, especially Prince Charming, who's known normally as the hero, has to kind of fight with a lot.
What do you hope audiences take away from your character's journey in this story? Are there lessons or insights coming from Charming that children and adults will be able to resonate with?
I think again, it's just be a team player, man. Like, I think we're in this world together. Like we're all trying to figure things out, fix things, and you don't have to carry that upon your shoulders all the time. And it's okay to not be okay. I think like that's key. I think especially when it comes to heroes of stories, you always think that they know the answers, but actually sometimes they don't. And I think like that's okay. Not only to Prince Charming, but also, to the sisters as well. Like I think like that is a lesson that can be learned, especially within fairy tales as a whole.
I like that. Very good. Thank you, sir.